A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about Rahu Mahadasha and see when Rahu can give us so much that it might be beyond our expectation. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your suggestions and your opinions there. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do, and do remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. When we talk about Rahu Mahadasha, there is a general fear in a person's mind. Why? Because Rahu is said to be one of the malefics par excellence, and it is said to bring in a lot of problems for a person. It is said that it can take your life anywhere and it can create havocs for you. But as per Faldipika, in its Dasha Fal Adhyay, chapter 19, it's very clearly stated that when Rahu is placed in certain signs and it has in that case ability to bring in untold wealth, untold glory. When I talk about untold wealth and glory, I mean that it will be obviously beyond a person's thought and capability to even imagine that kind of wealth and that kind of name and fame it can garner. It is very clearly stated in Faldipika that such a person rises to a great position in life and the person enjoys all kinds of facilities. It is said that the person will have a palanquin. When we talk about palanquin and then relate to it in these days, it is a mode of transportation and a mode of transportation that was only available for the rich and the famous. So now we can take it as the person can have very good cars, the person can have lot of conveyances and the person can be really wealthy, name and glory. So here I would like to tell you when is that possible. This is only possible when Rahu is placed in 3 signs that are Virgo, Scorpio and Pisces. So these 3 signs are supposed to be the not so happening signs of the Kalpurush Kundali. They are the 6, 8, 12 signs, but they need not be the same in your chart. In your chart, they can be in any house and they will bring in the desired materialistic effect. We forget that Rahu is a planet which is very material in its day-to-day activities. It is the planet of giving us enormous wealth on this planet called Earth, Bhudhara. So, when a person has his Rahu well placed in Virgo, Scorpio or Pisces, such a person earns good during the Dasha Antardasha. So let's begin with somebody who has from birth something called Rahu Dasha. This is the chart of a person who is born in the Nakshatra of Swati, that is, you can see moon is transiting Swati at the time of his birth, and we see that moon, so Swati according to Vimshotri Dasha will give us Rahu Mahadasha, and Rahu for the person is placed with Sun and Jupiter in the 5th house in the sign of Pisces. Such a Rahu during its Dasha has the capability of giving the person lot of things in life. We can also say that Jupiter and Sun are afflicted. Yes, it is a possibility because see, here we can say the Karaka of father is afflicted, the Karaka of elder brother is afflicted, all said and done. The person said that during the time when his Rahu Mahadasha was going on, or that is when he was a child, when he was going through this period, he said that it was in spite of a lot of problems that they faced at home, he still remembers it as one of the best dashas that it was for him, and it gave him a lot of learnings, it gave him a lot of teachings, it gave him the kind of personality and the opportunities that he had during that period molded him into the personality that he is today, and in fact his career was also established as far as he is concerned, and he talks about during that particular period. So we can say that Rahu Mahadasha for him was good. However, by the end of Rahu Mahadasha, we see that he had lost his father, and his elder brother, also on account of work, had to leave and go somewhere else for his studies and career. So we saw that Rahu took away all that it gave during the period, and this is the disclaimer that is very well mentioned in Faldipika also, that during the end of Rahu Mahadasha, such a person loses his or her gains, that material gains that they have during this period. I will take up another chart, and here the person is not born in Rahu Mahadasha. The person is has now his is born in Moon Dasha, and by the time he came into his adolescent and youth, his Rahu Mahadasha started. That was one of the most exciting periods of his life. Now you see, Rahu is also placed in the third house. According to classics, Rahu in 3, 6, 10 and 11, it is one of the best positions that Rahu can have, because it gives a person an ability to do a lot of things and prosper in life. In addition, it is also placed in Virgo. So now what happens is, this person during the time of Rahu Mahadasha, he also travels abroad, he gets an opportunity to study abroad, stay abroad and develop a business in that area. When he was abroad, he developed a very nice business, a very big business there, and he also got married during that period. As Rahu Dasha was ending, one of his partners cheated on him, and so he had to face certain losses. Apart from that, he moved back to his birthplace, and since then, not that he has not earned his money, he has earned his money well, but the kind of expansion and the kind of wealth Rahu gave him was phenomenal. Also, when we talk about conveyances, during that period, he also bought a car which was at that time beyond his means, but he travelled well, and since then he's bought many other cars, but not to that level. So we see that during the dasha of Rahu, when specially it is placed in the signs of Virgo, Scorpio and Pisces, it has the ability to give a person so much and make the person believe that they have a capacity, reached a capacity beyond their thought also, not just beyond their means. But unfortunately, we need to be careful that at the fag end, things might just disappear as they appeared. So we need to make careful decisions, we need to make careful investments, we need to buy certain things, and during this entire period, you need to do your donations well. You also need to do the Durga Shaptashati or the Durga parts well, because that is the only way you can retain some amount or a good amount of what you've got during the Rahu period. So, till we meet again, do let us know how you found this episode. Thank you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.